Hello, Mixed Talk community. It's your boy DJ Somerville back for another video. I am so sorry for the long hiatus. Life has been hitting me hard, but in a good way. I graduated since the last video and I recently got accepted into physician assistant school in Kentucky. So it's really exciting news. But now that I've life has calmed down a bit, I want to get back to what I love doing is spreading my message and positivity, trying to bring us all together and talking about tough topics that, we normally don't talk about. And I feel like in this day and age, this is the perfect time to do it. So let's dive in. Today's topic, I want to be representation in the media. And I'm going to give an example and then I'll talk about it. Recently, Dwayne Johnson, we all know, aka The Rock, is playing Black Adam in the upcoming Black Adam movie. The release date has been set back from 2022, so since the whole virus, so I don't really know when it's supposed to come out, but it's soon. It's been announced and it's gonna come out. And recently on his Instagram, excuse me if I say his name wrong, but Aldous Hodge has been cast to play Hawkman. And I'm very excited about that. Hawkman is a founding leader of the Justice Society of America. And forewarning, I'm a big comic book nerd, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, excuse me, I'm not going to go into most in-depth history about his character and whatnot. But what you should know is Hawkman is an ancient Egyptian in his current reincarnation. And we all know that Egypt is in Africa, and there is black people in Egypt. But historically, Hawkman has been played by white men. And when this news dropped, I was very saddened to see so many people just hating on the fact that he was a black man and traditionally he's been played by a white man. And I didn't say this before, but Mr. Hodge is a dark-skinned black man, and he's playing Hawkman in the upcoming Black Adam movie. And people were claiming that DC is blackwashing characters. I saw comments just hateful, how in the media we're giving black characters chances to play white characters and how if it was reversed, it'd be a big problem. I just wanted to say if the cultural background of a superhero isn't crucial to who he is, it shouldn't matter who's playing them. For an example, if a white person was playing Black Panther is the leader of Wakanda, the most advanced tribe in Africa. And if you look at the geological location, it's mid Africa. It'd be very weird if a white man was playing Black Panther. But, if a black character was playing somebody like, I don't know, random superhero like a Green Lantern, we also have a black Green Lantern. So, I mean, but those characters like the Flash, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, I mean, their race isn't crucial to who they are. So it shouldn't matter who's playing them as long as it's done good. For an example, here are some actors that have played by black actors that are traditionally in the comics have been white. Nick Fury, played by Samuel L. Jackson, he killed the role. No one right now can see Nick Fury as anybody else other than Samuel L. Jackson. He did so well with the role. The MCU changed his appearance in the comic books to reflect Samuel L. Jackson. And Kid Flash is played by a Nigerian Australian uh, black guy. Forgive me if I say his name wrong. Keenan Lonsdale, and he's played Kid Flash. And Heimdall in the MCU is played by Idris Elba, just to name a few. And all of them had done really well with their roles. And it shows that race doesn't matter as long as they embody that character, which all of them do. And I also want to point out representation in the media. Just an example for DC, how many black characters have their own comic book series ongoing right now, still putting out new issues each month. And I'll put the link in the description. But currently, DC has zero solo black characters with their own comic book line. Zero. And they have quite a bit of good black superheroes that are pretty popular. Just to name a few, we have Cyborg, John Stewart, Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, Vixen, Black Lightning, Static Shock, Icon, Aqualad, Kid Flash, Steel, Rocket, Batwing, and Bumblebee, just to name a few. So it's not there's a lack of black superheroes. It's just, again, and DC has had a lot of layoffs. I'm not blaming them completely. Their concrete energy right now is kind of topsy turvy, but you know, we should have the chance to be represented as though. I want to switch gears and talk about how recently we've been betrayed in the media, especially during these Black Lives Matter protests. I've heard, all these protesters, the blacks are just looting, rioting, and murdering, and they say that's what BLM stands for. And of course, in the media, we're portrayed as lazy, not hardworking, dumb, violent, just to name a few. And I'm going to use myself an example. I am none of that. I've never committed a crime, never even thought about hurting somebody, never been in a fight in my life, never been put in jail. I don't have any kids. And it's like, but when I get stereotyped to be like that, because it has happened in my experience, and sometimes with the police, I get judged based off what my race is or the stereotypes that a few people in my race do. And when you look at it, there's bad people in every race, but the overall, there's no bad race. There's just, I don't say bad people just because they're a different race than I am. I would never do that. But there's been a lot more of that I've seen and experienced in recent years, and especially since I've been here in Alabama. And it's very sad. And it just hurts my heart how we're just betrayed and how we get judged before people even get to know us. And I just want to end by saying this. Please judge people by what's on the inside. I know that sounds cliche, but we have to. We can't make these broad accusations of how, oh, you're this, this, and this because you look this certain way. I'm 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", 270 something pounds. But I'm a big softie. I would never fight anybody. But if you looked at me, you would think like, oh man, he could bulldoze me down, which is not, I would never do that. And how the media, especially, is representing us, especially in these times, it just hurts my heart. And one last thing, if you haven't noticed, black people are not monolithic. There's going to be black conservatives and there's going to be black liberals. And that's okay because we don't all think the same. Every person has their own unique individual experiences in their life that mold their worldview and their morals. And we have to accept that. We have to get past the thing that we can just judge a whole group of people based off statistics. I always a big proponent of this. People always talking about, oh well, black people commit 50% of the crimes, yada yada yada. If you also look at the numbers of total black people that have been convicted of these sorts of crimes, and you compare it to the population, only 4% of black people have actually are quote unquote criminals. 4%. So the other 96% you are looping into that one small statistic hurts us. It does. I hate being judged by what other people do, not just black people, other people do. So that's how we should see things. So please, I'll end with this. Judge people on the content of their character. Look deeper than skin tone. But my skin tone, my race is a part of me, but it's not the only aspect of me. Just remember that. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. More videos to come.